Hi, Delmar staff. I wanted to take a couple minutes and talk a little bit about visual schedules since we have been talking about how we can add some additional structure into our schedules with our kids. And some of the feedback I've gotten sounded like the idea of adding structure meant that we were taking out play. And that's definitely not the case. We can do visual supports or visual schedules in a variety of different ways, and they can add structure so our kids know what to expect, and they can help us to gain some instructional control, but we're still going to be doing all of those really fun and play-based activities. So I have a couple examples. Reminder that we have all of these visual cards. They're often called PECs, which we want to be exact in our language, right? And so these are picture cards or visual supports. PECs, or Picture Exchange Communication System, is a very specific way of implementing PECs cards or picture exchange cards, going through a very specific stage or multiple stages of teaching an individual to do picture exchange. It's by Pyramid Consultants and Dr. Andy Bondi, and that is not what we're using. We're really talking about visual supports or visual schedules. And so what you need is some of these cards is one way, and you take one of the, it's just laminated paper with a Velcro strip, the rough roams and soft stays. So the rough always is on the back of the ones, the icons that move. And so I'm going to build a schedule here, and then we will sort of talk about it. And so here, this schedule has a book and Play-Doh and choice and blocks and a puzzle. So they're still fun activities, but they let the child know what's happening next, and it puts you in control of the session. And so first we do book. When book is all done, we remove that, right? And so next is Play-Doh. When that's all done, we remove that card. And then choice. This is where the child can choose what they want to play or what they want to do. And when choice is done, we take that off. And then we have blocks, and then puzzle. And so then we've gone through a schedule, and we've done lots of fun activities, and it's been engaging for the child, and we've been in charge of the activities as far as what we're going to be doing. But we also have a choice option on there, so the child knows that at some point they are going to get to choose what we're doing. So the picture icons is one way that you can create a visual schedule. Another way here is with just a whiteboard and a marker. Becca's schedule. So first we have snack, and then friends, right? Because we are in our clinic setting, and so using the visual schedule and using more structure does not mean less interaction with our peers. It just means it's not a free-for-all. And so friend time is important, and we want to put that on our schedule. So first snack, then friends, then a puzzle, book, Becca's choice, friends again, and then drawing, right? And so for my schedule, when I've already done snack, I'm gonna cross it off. And the kids love crossing off stuff, especially that they don't like. When friends is done, then they can cross that off. Some of our kids like to erase it when it's all done. So give them the choice. Do you want to cross out? Do you want to erase? And then you're going through the schedule. So again, you're still getting work accomplished. You have that instructional control, and the child is not, we still have some demands in place. Another option for creating visuals is we have a bunch of these sort of paper covers. You take a blank white paper, put it in like this, and then boom, you have a whiteboard. So we can create a schedule here. Maybe this one we're just going to do a first then, which remember that's pre-MAC principle. So maybe we have first book, then friends, right? And so we have first we're going to do a book, and then we're going to have friends, so that the kids know what's happening and when, and that there's going to be fun things coming. And maybe instead of just book and friends, you write book and then pirates. Maybe the child likes to play pirates, and so we're going to do that with some friends. Or obstacle course, One sort of rule is, or something to keep in mind, is that when we're doing a list and the child can see a bunch of different activities, you want to be sure that you're sort of staggering a preferred activity coming after a less preferred activity. So after a book, which might not be my favorite, is going to be Becca's choice, which is my favorite. And so that's using pre-Mac. That's the first then, or the grandma's rule, where it's first your green beans and then you can have ice cream. So we want the children to have fun, and we want them to be doing preferred activities, but we also have to teach them how to manage less preferred or unpreferred activities, and that when you get through that, there will be something that you prefer to happen. When we're adding this extra structure or structure into sessions, we are helping to set our kids up for more independence and to move into more of a traditional school setting, because kids have to follow the directions at school and they have to follow the daily schedule. And you learn to tolerate that discomfort of, I don't really want to clean up right now, but I know that once I clean up, something fun is going to happen. Or I don't really want to do circle time, but I do want to play on the obstacle course with my friends. And I know that once I've done the circle time, then I can do the obstacle course with friends. And so we should be creating visuals of some kind, whether it's with words or pictures, whether it's using a whiteboard or our inserts, or whether it's a more, the icon boards like this. I mean, we have lots of different options. And so the most important thing is that we are implementing pictures and visual schedules and supports as much as we can, and during every session, so that kids know that they're going to come in and have to follow the rules and follow a session schedule. And that will help everyone be more successful, and it will help our kids move the needle towards their goals. So thank you for listening. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and we'll be talking more about visual schedules over the coming week. Thanks.